This video is heartbreaking. Rescue wild animals from man-made traps. Wild animals often find themselves in difficult situations, and sometimes accepting help from humans is the only way to survive. Fortunately, there are many people in this world who are ready to lend a helping hand to our smaller brothers. Watch our video to see for yourself. The roe deer was found in the forest by metal hunters. The poacher installed a metal loop into which the roe deer fell. A steel cable was tightly wrapped around her neck. If she had not been discovered in time, the roe deer would inevitably have died. Illegal wire loops are invisible on the animal trail and very cruel. Most often they're set up by poachers to catch roe deer, hare, or any other animals passing along the trail. The stainless steel loop is installed over a narrow path that animals regularly walk on. Most likely, the roe deer was in the loop for no more than a few hours. Tired of trying to escape, she doomedly lay down on the ground and silently began to wait for her fate. Luckily, help arrived just in time. The men pressed the roe deer to the ground and freed it from the noose. The animal did not receive serious injuries, and after the prisoner was released, she disappeared into the forest. Come on, run, run. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. An elk entangled in old telephone wires was rescued in Omsk region. It happened in the Kretinsky district. On the Tyumen-Omsk highway, the drivers noticed an elk in the yard. In the beginning, they assumed that the animal was hit by a car. They called the police, but it turned out that the animal was entangled in old telephone wires and ownerless wires. How long the beast sat in the trap is not known, but he was very exhausted and could hardly stand on his feet. When trying to free himself, the noose squeezed the elk's neck more strongly. The men realized that the elk was exhausted and the special equipment would not be able to drive it up, and decided to start a special operation to rescue the elk using improvised means. The police officer attracted motorists passing by to help the wild animal, who willingly agreed to help. The rescuers almost suffered themselves. The wild beast didn't believe in the good intentions of the people and tried with all his might to fight back. He's already crushing himself. He has a rope around his neck. For about 2 hours, a policeman and hunting inspectors and caring motorists fought for the life of a defenseless animal. They immobilized the moose with ropes and untangled the wires, after which he got out of the trap and ran into the forest. Now he'll rest and leave. True, not immediately. The animal had to be driven away so that the elk disappeared quickly from human eyes. This incident took place in the Chelyabinsk region. As a result of illegal hunting, a young female moose fell into a poacher's noose. To rescue the trapped moose cow, it was necessary to organize a real rescue operation. The hooves of a young moose cow got stuck in a loop of a metal cable tied to a log, which prevented her from moving on. A female moose in trouble was the first to be noticed by lumberjacks. The guys told the local hunting inspector about the discovery of the ungulates, who confirmed the fact of illegal hunting. Law enforcement officers opened a criminal case. In the meantime, an operation was launched to save the moose cow. Representatives of the City Hunter Society and veterinarian Karen Delakian, who arrived from the regional centers, also decided to help the animal. The specialist advised at the beginning to immerse the animal in a state of sleep and then release it from the trap. The participants in the operation did just that. The veterinarian examined the rescued moose cow and came to the conclusion that it was a relatively young individual, about 2 years old. Delakian assured that the injury received by the animal does not pose a threat to the life of the animal. The wound should heal itself in natural conditions. Meanwhile, the awakened moose cow calmly headed for the forest.